Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, weekly X-Men talk. Two books to talk about: Cable number 11 and X Factor number 10, which we're going to talk about. Okay. Cable number 11. I mean, look, I like I like Cable. I like this series. I know some people are not having the greatest time of it, or they think it's kind of simplistic, or it's not much going on, or whatever. But I like it. I like the art here. I like the color a lot in this book. I think it's fun. It's a little bit more on the lighter side of reading. There's still disturbing things going on with like X-Men or mutant babies being kidnapped and sacrificed. But look, it's Cable, Jean, Scott. You know, these are some of my favorite characters. Scott is my entire arm here. Jean's tattooed on me. I love, basically Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character, though sometimes I say Namor is my favorite Marvel character only because Namor doesn't get enough love. So I say Namor, but I think, you know, Cyclops and Namor are kind of my two favorites. Then we get into Jean Grey, who's like probably my third. So we're like top characters here. So just seeing Cyclops and Jean in here is really cool. Cable's a childhood favorite, or not childhood, I guess a teenage favorite. So I like this comic. Basically, Cable, young Cable, is getting together a team to go hunt down Strife, who's really one of the coolest designed characters maybe of all time, armored up and all that. And I love, you know, look, I like the Rob Liefeld designs for those characters. We don't have to get into it in this video, but I think Strife is awesome. X-Force just had its 30th anniversary, which is fantastic. Great series. I've got X-Force number 1 and 2 in the case there. So yeah, they bring back the adult Colossus. Oh God, I can't speak today. Cable, the adult Cable is here. So this is really cool. They're all going to team up. I really like that. And again, I mean, I just like the coloring here. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It's just very nice looking to me. And basically they're on Graymalkin 2, which is like this space station thing. So that's kind of neat. They're basically getting together like a bunch of guys to go fight Strife. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details here. You can just kind of read through this. Panel arrangements are pretty standard. You know, it's not anything. It's kind of blocks, right? It's just this kind of standard page layout, which is fine. You know, it's okay. Again, color is really nice. I like this, the greens here. It's very good. It's like very deep colors. I like that a lot. And yeah, I'm not going to show you the end, I guess, because I guess it's not a spoiler, but you know, whatever. And that's it. Strife's in there. I'm liking this book. It's coming to an end, maybe one or two more, and then it's going to be done. So maybe even just one more, maybe just one more. So basically it'll be like a 1 year's worth of issues, and then that's that. I guess the big story is X Factor 10. I didn't know that this was a big story until I just now, I had a busy day today, so I only got around to reading X Factor just maybe like around lunchtime. And then I saw some videos on it. I'm not going to mention the YouTube channel's name because I don't know them, but they're talking about the controversy, I guess, of this X Factor issue. And I'm thinking with Leah Williams, who is the writer, I guess. Now, I thought X Factor had a lot of potential when I heard about what the concept of it was going to be. A lot of the characters on X Factor, including Polaris, who I have a tattoo of as well, I was really excited for the idea of having this X Factor investigations and all that stuff. North Star is a cool character, Canadian, so we got to support our Canadian guys. Canada Day is around the corner. Canada Day is tomorrow, actually. So got to support our Canadian guys, which is great. Polaris is cool. Eye-Boy was kind of a neat character, very weird. I never seen him before, so it was cool to kind of get to know that character. The only person I didn't care about much for was Dakin, or Dakin. I still don't know how to say it. I don't care. He's kind of a douche to me, and he's not very interesting. But anyway, I quickly started to just not care about X Factor at all. You can go back through all of my videos that have X Factor in the title, and you'll see that I never much really care for this series. I liked some of the North Star stuff where he was explaining his powers and that kind of a thing. Aurora came in. She's kind of neat, right, I guess. But they didn't really do much investigating, right? Like they went to Mojoverse or whatever, and you know, Shatterstar's there, and Shatterstar's one of my boys from X-Force. He's great. But I just felt that there wasn't really much going on with the mystery, and I mean, I don't know. And Prodigy, I guess, was killed. Like he's been investigating his own little side mission, trying to figure out who killed him. That's all concluded here. I'm not gonna. I mean, is there something? There's not really anything to spoil. This is the problem with this book. There's nothing to spoil because everything is very, very uninteresting and just the most basic level of storytelling, which is like, oh, there's a mystery, and then they just find out who it is, and then they get them, and you're like, okay, like there's literally been Murder, She Wrote episodes that have been more compelling, you know, like even Columbo, where you knew who the killer was, and it was just about Columbo trying to find the killer and to see how his thought process was. I think most of the time the audience knew who the killer was in the opening act. So even that was done more interesting. I was just not really impressed with any of this. They go to the gala. So they're at the gala here. The art is like not too bad, actually. It's not too bad. And I like the colors as well here. It's pretty good. Yeah. And a little bit more interesting with their paneling. It's a little bit more creative that way. It's not just your standard blocks, although a lot of these are blocks, but you know, like that's not a bad page, right? Very good coloring. You know, the art's pretty good. Rachel looks cool here with her spiky shit. That's pretty cool. Shatterstar's just come from like a big battle, which is kind of cool. In the meantime, they're at the gala, and iBoy, don't like that at all. That's kind of not great. Could have got a better costume there, buddy. I like Shatterstar. He's just bloodied up. So here's how I'm showing up to this thing. So Prodigy, who has like, I guess maybe the worst outfit of all time, really. Like this is just really awful. I don't know like who thought that was a cool idea. But he confronts the guy. Look, it's a spoiler, who cares? He confronts the guy and he beats him up or whatever. And I guess it's revealed, where is it? Oh yeah, and Daken and Aurora are there, and I'm just like, I don't care like at all about what's going on here. Yeah, there's that awful outfit. That's awful. So I guess this is the killer here, and or not guess, I know that's the killer. And then they, I guess he was killing, where they actually say it. It's like the most specific type of serial killing ever. It's not like he's hunting middle-aged women who are blonde or something. It's like literally, I think it was like gay, black, teens. I don't know if mutant was involved in that as well. No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe it's not that specific. Okay, maybe it's not that specific. There's a spoiler at the very end, which I'm just going to spoil it. Screw it. So basically the X Factor show up, and I can't understand what's going on here. It's like they're disintegrating the guy or something, and they're like, oh, we're giving him cancer or whatever. I don't know. There's supposed to be a no killing humans, and they didn't kill him but he looks fine here. So I'm guessing they just did something like they did something internally to him, so he's gonna have cancer or something. But isn't that killing him too? I don't know. And there's Daken here, who like, this isn't Daken a killer also? I'm not super familiar, but like he's a bad guy, right? So he's killed people too, right? I'm pretty sure he's killed innocent people. So I understand that they're making this call here to say, look, this guy's just an evil scumbag. He's an evil human being, and we can't kill him, but we can rough him up, I suppose, and take him in. And then you can morally judge that however you want, right? Some people are going to say, look, the guy deserved what he got. Some people are going to say he should have gotten worse, right? So that's not a debate for me. Look, he's a bad guy. What are you going to do, right? He's a villain. So if they beat him up, they give him cancer. Listen, the guy killed innocent people. What do you want, right? Okay, so I'm not here to pass judgment on that. My personal opinion is I don't care. The guy's a criminal. That's it, right? Okay. Now, so that would have been it for this review. We're at like around 10 minutes. I would have been like, that's it, guys. I wasn't a fan of X Factor. It's canceled. Can't say I'm too surprised. I could not get into any of the storylines. But now that would have been the end of it. There is a spoiler here at the end, which, oh yeah, I'm going to show you the spoiler. It looks like Scarlet Witch is dead. Oh my God. What will happen? And then they're like, where's Magneto? And then it's going to be the trials of Magneto, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Now, that would have been the end of this review, and I would have went on with my day. This is an absolutely great final page, though. Best part of the book right there. Most compelling part of the book too. So that would have been the end for me. For X Factor would have been like, okay, it's canceled, and we're gonna move on with our lives. But apparently, and I only found this out because I saw this video pop up in my YouTube stream or recommended videos about. I guess people were really upset with X Factor's finale. I don't know if they were offended or if they just didn't like the writing or something, but it seemed like they were quite angered by this particular book. I don't know if it was X Factor in general or just this particular issue, but a lot of people were screaming out against, I guess, Leah Williams, and calling her names, which I'm not going to repeat because I don't like saying this about someone who I don't know, and I don't really have any facts to back anything up. People can say that you can draw facts from the writing, but just because you're writing about certain characters, that doesn't mean you hate certain characters or whatever. I'm not even really sure what happened or what in this book even triggered it, to be honest with you guys. I just thought it was like a ho-hum series, and I'm like, well, it's canceled. Well, that's the end of it. I never felt offended or triggered by anything that happened in this comic. Maybe other people from different communities, got offended, which if they did, that sucks that happened. But I did see some pretty angry, I guess, tweets or this video. I haven't seen firsthand. This video was showing a lot of angry tweets directed at Leah, and I'm thinking, whoa, these were pretty harsh. Some of there's the word death came up and stuff, and I'm thinking, wow, this is like pretty crazy. I mean, look, guys, it's comic books. Like if my opinion has always been, if you're not a fan of something, don't read it. I wasn't a fan, but I continue to read it because I am running, an X-Men segment every Wednesday, so I need to be informed of what's going on. And I think I've always tried to be as fair as I possibly can with myself and with my opinion. And not everyone has always agreed with my opinion, and they've let me know in the comments. And some people have really given me, something to think about where they address points that I've made, and they say, well, if you look at it from this perspective, this is different, right? So we've had good conversations with me and my subscribers here, where we've had a pretty good dialogue going back and forth. And not everyone's always agreed with me, and I've never taken offense to anyone who hasn't agreed with me. And I've always respected those that gave their opinions, whether they agreed or not. So I think that's one of the good things, and I think that is a positive thing about YouTube and these social media platforms. I don't think it's all just negative and that's all it is. But again, it can turn negative, and I think you got to remember that the way that you present yourself reflects on you, right? Like, not so much reflecting on the person you're attacking. Like, a lot of people don't like Rob Liefeld, or they think he's a goof or whatever. I happen to really like Rob Liefeld. I think he's great. He's very enthusiastic about comics. I know he poked fun at this current run of X-Men, and he said it's not as good as the Claremont X-Men. Well, I mean, is that kind of goes without saying? Like, yeah, it's probably not as good as the Claremont X-Men, right? Duh, right? But like, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. He's just saying it's not as good, and he wants more action and all that. And I kind of want action too. Look, I'm a '90s kid, right? So I liked all the big, bombastic action pieces and all that. But it gets to it definitely starts to cross a line where some fans start to, really get really harsh about these things to the creators, whether it's to Leah or whether it's to Rob Liefeld or any of these people. I would, if I don't like something, I'm just going to not really bother with it anymore. So I don't know what happened in this book to offend people. Maybe I'm just oblivious, which is, it's possible. Look, I don't know, I don't get offended too easily. So let me know in the comments if I've like completely missed something, and maybe I should be more angry at this. I don't know. I'm not angry about this at all. To me, it was just a so-so comic book that dipped into not great, right? It wasn't really great for me this entire run. That doesn't mean I want the creators to be hurt or punished in some way. Anyway, I've rambled on too long about this already. Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to censor any comments. So if the people are angry, I'm going to let those comments stay. If they're not angry, that's cool. If you think I've messed up or I should be angrier or whatever, you can let me know. And I will, I do read all the comments. So there's that to consider. But yeah, I think, wow. Didn't know there's all this controversy. This is the other thing. I only go on Twitter. It's at Lifetime Nerd, and the only reason I give my Twitter handle out is so that I can connect with people to do the Amazing Fans segment where we can talk face to face on a live stream and talk about X-Men or comics or movies or whatever you guys like. So that's the only reason I even give out my Twitter handle, so I can communicate back and forth and just direct message each other. It's just easier than trying to go through the comments section and send links and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know what the hell's going on with this, guys. Like this is crazy. I read this book. I thought, oh, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't really like it that much. I don't know. It's canceled. I'm not too upset over that. And then all of a sudden I saw this video and people are saying F this and F that and this is crap. And I'm like, whoa, like what happened? So anyway, that's gonna be it for this week. I'm gonna be doing a live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know the topic. I wanted to do something with James Bond. I'm not sure if that's gonna come together or not. If it does, that's great. If not, we'll just talk about whatever. But we'll figure something out. And then Sunday is gonna be the Danger Room where we talk about Loki. Lots to talk about on Loki, especially the end scene. So, Superman, Lois, Loki, all that stuff. But yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.